Overstockvehicles.com specializes in selling great quality vehicles at wholesale prices. We have over 600 vehicles available for sale monthly, all at dealer pricing. Car Gurus awarded us with the top-rated dealer 2025. We also offer a first-time buyers program, extended warranties, and credit union members are always welcome. Please give us a call at 866-292-1631 for more information, and visit us today.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Bristol, baby. Welcome to the rolling hills of Tennessee, as it is time for the Class Great Coliseum that is Bristol. Justin Y'all, Shaw Stam, bringing you all the action here on the Bump and Run series here on Stam Studio Network. Thank you for tuning in with us each and every week. About that time, Sean, another Tuesday night has come and gone, and it is time for some full throttle racing, or excuse me, some bump and run action. Get my nights mixed up.
Hey, we're both back at Bristol here as, welcome in here, Stam Studio Network, Sean Stam, Justin Yaw. That's right, we got the series back in synchronicity with the NASCAR Cup Series schedule as well. Looking at the point standings, Kyler McCarthy, Justin Steves, Austin Mice, Tyler Massey, Brian Huntley Jr., as well as I believe that's Matthew, goodness gracious, Matthew right there behind him in 6th position, and try to get the rest of these points up there. There we go, at least it's Matthew Fitz and Chris Campbell rounding out the top 6. Justin, what are we going to have to look for here tonight? What do we have to keep our eyeballs on?
Which groove does everybody decide to go? You can run the outside for a little while, but you can't run it the whole time. Does everybody get down the bottom where the VH1 is, or do you just kind of run the middle? I mean, there's so many grooves around here. You can stick it to the bottom, you can put it in the middle, or you can float that wall up there, but you gotta be careful, just like everywhere else you go. So it'll be fun. 150 laps. No, it sounds like a lot, but man, at this place you get rolling fast. No cautions, this thing will end lickety split, so make sure you're towards the front, and make sure you keep an eye out for lap traffic. That'll start catching on as this race goes on. So really got to keep an eye out for it, that's for sure.
Great day for racing tonight, sitting at a cool, calm, and collected 82-degree Fahrenheit track temp. Taking a look at our starting grid tonight, I believe it's going to be, let's see who slaps it up on the pole here tonight. How about Bud Shear for RBS Racing? Travis Farmer up there, right there beside him, putting it on 0.013 seconds behind the pole sitter. Tyler Massey, Austin Mice, Cameron Smith, Brian Huntley Jr. That's a lot of the point standings front runners starting to make their way up to the front of the qualifying pack. Matthew Fitz, Robbie Bice, Tyler Myers, Philip Briggsman, Willie B. Roberts, and Charles Van Schwick running out the top 12.
Let's look back. 13, Sean Judson, number 19, Hot Rod. 14, Kyler McCarthy, our points leader, kind of in the back of the pack here. See if he can get towards the front. Daniel Higgins, 15th. Joe Stipe, the 0016th. Number 25 of Mark Berry, starting 17th. David Berry, the number 56 and 18th. And Stan Mayberry, the number 43, Hot Rod, going to round us out. Here tonight is Charlotte. So, Sean, going to be a lot of action going on, quick, fast, in a hurry, and like I said, 150 laps of quick off, very, very quick. Do you try to be aggressive early or save this hot rod to the end?
Man, I think it all depends on where you qualify here tonight. If you're up here in the front of the pack, you have to be door to door here, just about there until you get the lead, and then you can start to kind of settle it back in pack. Or if you're right there, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, also just take your medicine. Have the long run tires on you here tonight, as it's definitely going to be a game of the long run. 150 laps we got in front of us here tonight. Bud Shearer, Tyler Massey, Travis Farmer leads us to the green.
Off of turn 2, they come down the short chute. That is the back stretch into turns 3 and 4, side by side for 2nd place. Side by side for 4th place on behind them. Bud Shearer going to like what he sees in the rear view mirrors. He's going to take off and get free. But can he keep this running going? Kind of all around. Brian Huntley Jr. Austin Mice and Robbie Bice right there together. Bice looking for a great rebound after it was a rough race last time out for him. So let's see if maybe Robbie can have a good rebound off to start here tonight.
Yeah, Robbie Bice unfortunately finished 8th position back there at Darlington just a week ago. Is he going to get the Shawna and Yamentator curse somehow, some way? What a save there for the 28.
Yeah, they all go juking, jiving, diving, trying to get out the way. Remember, he didn't hit you, he didn't rub you, he didn't bump you, but he did rub you. Rubbing son is racing. And that's okay. We like rubbing you. Pause.
Ravi's going to continue to fall spots there. You saw Kyler McCarthy, the points leader, make his way around. There goes Sean Judson. Here's a quick look at this race replay and a little bit closer look. Looks like just missed the corner coming out of 3 and 4. That apron, Justin, it reminds me of Daytona and Talladega racing. Can't quite hit the apron. It'll do just that. And nice evasive action for these drivers back here as well.
Yeah, nice job all around right there by pretty much everybody and Robbie. Robbie could have really lost that thing and put a lot of people down, but good save there. But, yeah, you can't catch that apron because that yellow line will really mess you up. Bregman with a good move there to get out the way. If you get a minute, go watch Cletus's video.
Oh!
That was almost bad. That was almost life-ending.
Golly, a Cameron Smith number 9 machine stopped there as we got quarter panels flying up there on the racetrack. What just happened to the Lumore Chase Elliott paint scheme right as we were coming back from a look at a race replay? It looks like it might be self-induced here, Justin.
Let's take a look, see. Way high above.
I think got loose out of 4. Oh! Hang on.
Oh!
Whoa, 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 boys and girls.
Oh!
Then we got to
Big
slam it back up here. Let's hop
Holy
on board
crap.
of the Cameron Smith machine as well as take a look at the hands here. Early on in the race, I mean, Matthew Fitz running right there by him. Yeah, just loose. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh. That's when you just
Oh,
click it
no.
off.
Charles Van Schwick as well. Sorry to cut you off, Justin, but with 0 fast repairs tonight, this is huge.
Huge points implications going to come into effect. I believe Fitz is going to go see if he can find himself a corn dog or something. He might be done so.
Looks like it there. Here's another look, Cameron Smith. Well, we saw what happened to Cameron, but as we come back around the corner, I mean, you might ask yourself, well, why isn't Charles Van Schwick slowing down? Because, I mean, you can't. Justin, we're heading at, upwards of, 115, 120, 130 here. Maybe even faster than that, these next-gen machines. I think it's definitely so, and it's hard to slow and whoa these next-gens down coming up on a wreck that big. Yeah,
you get a lot of skedaddle once you coming off through there, and it'll put a damper on it if you get taken out like that. Don't really know how the admin will clear that one. That's going to be a lot of discussion post-race. So glad I'm not in that trailer because that's going to be fun.
Speaking of the old admins, shouting out everything that you have done for us here this season, as well as what's coming up the rest of the season. We continue to run. This is kind of playoff time for these drivers, but the way that it's ran, it's just, it's there's no what do you call it? I guess playoff cutoff rounds. These drivers just continue to fight it out here for points. Bud Shearer and Travis Farmer, Tyler Massey are still continuing to run right where they started this race. Brian Huntley Jr. starts to knock on the rear bumper. Austin Mice. How about Philip Brigman, the save of a century? What could have been all wrong there for the 84 earlier on. He lived to fight another lap as well.
That's old Cleater McSkeeter up there. I guess we can call him Philip McSkeeter. Combining names.
That rolls off the tongue enough.
Yeah.
All right, back up here to Green Flag Racing. Bud Shear, Travis Farmer. Bud, he got that slingshot back and into turn 1 last time by. This time it's our first restart of the night. Travis Farmer looks to hang right there with him.
Yeah, Farmer off to a way better start than what he had at the beginning of that run. But the thing is, you're only going to have one really good pit stop. You got to pit once, I would say. Doing the math on it, 70%. Around lap 105 is kind of the money area. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some guys maybe come in a little bit early, maybe lap 90, anywhere from about 90 to, I think, 110 is going to be kind of your sweet spot and see where everybody else goes.
It's going to be interesting to see who tries to run those right side tires harder earlier on in this race and who might compromise that late run speed. We still got some drivers scraping that outside safer barrier off of the exit of 2 and 4. Quite frankly, it's easy to do here. You start to run in that dirtier air just like we do see. Hang on here, got another driver around. This one might be a bit bigger than the last one. Mark Berry, the Crimson Tide, number 25.
Sweet home Alabama. No good.
Man, the old Crimson Tide machine, he had a great run last week at Darlington, finishing P5. Great run for him. I don't believe he's there for the playoffs, so I think that we can differentiate those drivers with that yellow playoff banner up at the top of the windscreen, at least for most of them. Anyways, let's see what happens to bring Mark Berry around. I saw quite a few drivers involved here, Justin.
Yeah, that looked like some evasive action somewhere along through there. Let's see. Checking in, there's Robbie Bice, Sean Judson.
Hang on, this is under, it showed me that Robbie Bice had a spin under caution. I just wanted to make sure that that was, okay, I'm sorry. That's all good here. Here you go. Here you is the start of the contact.
All right, Stan Mayberry, Mr. Berry. It looks like, okay, Tyler Myers lost it first. I think that's just a chain reaction of avoidance, and somebody had to win, somebody had to lose. And from the looks of it, I think most of them lost.
Did you see Joe Stipe also coming in there pretty late in the wreck for the Blackstone 00 Irish Ward Mustang? Looks like he got a little damage there, but at least he's going to live to fight another couple laps. Like you said, there's really just nowhere to go. Let's hop on board with Joe Stipe and see what he saw.
Big check there. Oh, attaboy, Joe. Hey, I'll take a 2X over a race car any day.
So was there contact between the two, or just, that's got to be net code and a half, and like you said, possibly a little bit of an overreaction to the spinning Tyler Myers, number 45, W as well.
Yeah, it looked like somebody checked up and the other one didn't get the memo. I guess that carrier pigeon's still in the air trying to get to him. Yeah, he was running around through there. Let's see. I mean, Myers right there kind of on an island by himself like Alaska. It's kind of out there in the middle of nowhere and just kind of spins it around.
With 0 fast repairs, only 4 tire sets available. It is still Bud Shear out up here. He started first. He's continuing to run first. Tyler Massey, he's gained 1 spot, but I don't know. This might be a talking point here tonight, Justin, but the bottom line is definitely going to be where the money's made on these race restarts. Brian Huntley Jr., keep your eye on that 88 on this race restart, already gaining 3 spots since the drop of the green. Speaking of green, we're back out here to it. It's going to be Bud Shear, leads us down into turn 1 once again. Brian Huntley Jr. side by side. Oh, another caution. Tyler Myers goes for a slip and slide. Sean Judson is in it. Stan Mayberry, he's up to speed. Brought out this one.
Let's take a look, see y'all. Guy gets up to speed. Okay.
Oh, hang on to it.
Yeah, that's just a selfie. I think that's an iRacing caution itself. I don't know. I don't think race control through that one. I think that's just a iRacing doing a caution.
What'd you call that one? A selfie?
Yeah.
New definition for it here tonight. But hey, excellent job there for Tyler Myers to lock that puppy down. Continuing to run 15th, minus 6 spots from where he started. We got Tyler Myers, we got his live cam, we got Kyler McCarthy's live cam. Of course, hey, there. I know who's asking for it down there.
I just want to say something. Kyler, look, listen, I don't know if you know this or not, but you got Cosmo and Wanda back there behind you.
Oh, no. I'm not ever going to unsee that, but I'm right there with it. Let's check in on the old YouTube land out here tonight. We got Ghost with us, FY Car. Oh, thank you for letting us know, Ghost. We'll adjust the old car volume here just a slight bit. Appreciate you all joining in here tonight. Who else we got? Travis Farmer. Ted is in here with us. I appreciate you all for joining in as we are now on the road to 2,000 subscribers. I can't wait until it, and I can't thank you all enough for surpassing the 1,000 subscriber mark as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate all those fine folks. And folks, if you're in YouTube land, everybody, if you're in YouTube, let's get a let's go for Sean and what he does, and him putting these races on each and every week and bringing them to us. So if you're in the YouTube chat, let me get a let's go for my man Sean Stanton.
Woohoo! Also appreciate that, Justin. Everything that you do for us, race in and race out here, co-commentating it up here with me. Couldn't be done without you, the race fans, as well as the drivers, putting on a show, race in and race out. It's going to be our 1 out of 2 Canadian drivers here. Bud Shearer is going to lead us to the green. Tyler Massey's still out there on the outside. He retained that P2 spot as we got maybe about 100 yards into that last green flag. I don't know if you're seeing it, Justin, as well, but the number 93, it almost looks a little ghosty. I don't know how to other describe it. Wait, we're getting closer to Halloween time. It's perfect time.
Close enough. It's the Flying Dutchman. We got him the Flying
green
Canadian,
flag
I
is up.
guess he's the Flying Canadian.
Oh, we're going to have nicknames out the left rear for each and one of these drivers at the end of this one.
Yeah.
Oh, the race leader goes for a spin.
Oh!
He's going to pancake the inside safer barrier. No caution. Able to hang on to it there, but the ghost lead number 93 machine drops from the race lead all the way to P17. Bud has had the pace here tonight. Now he's going to have to fight it out here tonight. We're already 28 laps down out of 150.
Yeah, they're moving right along. Like I said, you get rolling pretty quick in this race. You can get them moving right along. Start picking off some laps. Like I said, 150 sounds like a lot, but here at Bristol, it will go very, very fast.
Continue to battle it out here for the race lead. We have another caution on the racetrack. This time it's going to be Cameron Smith, the number 9. Saw Cameron, he started up there in P5, currently running 18th. He was looking to get that next-gen Camaro repaired and back out on track after that earlier caution. Let's take a look at the race replay here. Oh, here comes the number 93 of Bud Shearer right there behind him. Wonder if there is contact here. Oh, hang on to her. Oh, my days.
Yeah, I think there's a little contact.
Oh, man, that thing snapped around on Bud. I think we have the virtual driver eye camera shots of it here.
Let's take a look, see here. Everybody get out your bifocals.
Oh. At least he slammed on the brakes right afterwards, and they're trying to get the spot back, but I don't think that Bud did. I mean, I don't think that there's any intention going on there. With this happening, this is going to present Tyler Massey, our race leader, down into the pits. Brian Huntley Jr. to the race lead. Austin Meist, Kyla McCarthy, Philip Brigsman, and how about Charles Van Schwick? I thought his damage was possibly race ending earlier on in the race. Looks like he'll come down to the pits as well. Only 4 tire sets available, 70% fuel here.
Just come in, get a set here. I think we'll be a-okay. Don't look a whole lot of damage here for the 41 machine. We'll see as this run kind of goes on. That's the thing here. You got to keep the pace. Don't let your highs get too high and your lows get too low. You just got to make sure you're there at the end, and don't put yourself in a bind as you go through here.
Now, Justin, I know you're talking about the league that you race in here, and it's interesting that you said that their playoff run it's only made up of 3 tracks. You got Daytona, Talladega. Oh, I guess starts Daytona. The middle race is here at Bristol and then ends at Talladega. You said that's a shot in the dark there, especially for some playoff and a championship run. But I mean, what do you like so much? I know you said that you really like those 3 races that were chosen and voted on.
Yeah, great, great options all around. Glad there's not a uh, road course in there because I would probably just skip it.
Oh, come on, Justin. That's the most fun you can have out here.
Wrong.
No, I'm just... I do like them. I like taking these NASCARs to some road course action.
Yeah, I mean, they're fun. It can be fun. We are back to speed. Green flag back in the air here. What a run right here. Who is that? Kyler McCarthy going to get a 2-for-1 special there. Cleater McBrigman and Austin Mice.
Oh, two monster cars. They're both in it. The big
one.
one at Bristol.
That's a big one.
Who is all involved here? I think Bud Shearer, he got a little contact. Robbie Bice, contact on his side. Charles Van Schwick. Ooh, look at Charles Van Schwick. Even though he's shown down a lap, he's going to mosey it back on through. I believe he's back and he'll get the lucky dog this time around. Who does this start out here with? I know both Monster Boys were involved. We'll take a look at the old blimp camera shots. Oh, look at Travis Farmer. Well, okay, Travis Farmer checks up for the spinning Robbie Bice, and then I mean, it looks like just a snowball effect from that point on.
Let's see. I mean, was that just a bobble that led to a pileup or what? The two Monster Energy Boys outside, inside. Here we go. Bobby gets away first, staying inside. Staying through here good. Making his way to the bottom. Oh! Here goes to 17. 17 was having a good run here tonight. Gonna come away with a little bit of damage here.
How much damage do you think that is for Tyler Massey? Because we just saw him pit. This is Tyler Massey. I would not want to go to the casino this week here for you. Unfortunate time for the pit stop. As real quick, here's another look at. I don't think it was. I mean, Daniel Higgins, the jockey number 2 there. There was a little bit of net code, but he had nothing to do with it. Robbie Bice maybe just a slight. I don't even think it was contact. Netcode once again just shot the 28 around there out of the exit of 4. He stops right in front of Barney the Flagman. Looks like he's about to burn it down, head into victory lane.
Yeah, get her spun around here. You'll be all right.
One more look at it this time by.
See, Robbie kind of rolls it high here in the middle. Kind of a brake check. He kind of starts spinning. I think Massey kind of comes in like the cleanup crew. We'll start calling Massey the janitor.
That's number 3.
Oh man, I'm on fire right now. Let's see. Oh,
who's that? Willie B. Roberts with their nowhere to go gets a face full of the number 28 pause. We'll get back live to some racing action here. Perfect time of it. That iRacing safety pace car. Couldn't have been better timing. As how about these two front runners up here? Brian Utley Jr., Kyler McCarthy. They got some short track speed. Look at that Sam Studio Network member right there behind him. Austin Mice, the McConey setup shop. Number 97. Oh no, it's Cletus.
Oh no, Cleater McBrigman, no.
He goes for a spin. Joe Stipe somehow saves it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're still green.
He broke out the baking grease and saved it. Holy cow. So after all that, Brian Huntley Jr. going to inherit the lead with Kyler McCarthy, Austin Mice right in tow.
All right, we'll get some replays spooled up here for you in a few moments' time. One of the league owners out here to that race lead, Kyler McCarthy. This I've been waiting on here for some green flag running. Let's take a look at those in socks. They're going to work. I know you're begging for it down there live in YouTube land. How about McCarthy? He started back there all the way in 14th. He's up to P2 now. Trying to run that bottom, open up the exits as Brian Huntley Jr. is going to start to deal with some lap traffic here in just a couple laps time as well.
Boy, they are moving and grooving.
Look at the doggy there in Kyler McCarthy. Oh, Kyler McCarthy.
Yeah. The dog knows it's on camera. That's why it comes in here. Let's watch the feet. Watch the feet. A little bit of foot control there. Back to the gas. Locked in.
You know, I'm surprised with how little brake that Kyler McCarthy was able to apply there and still have that Chevrolet Camaro stick to that bottom line. Speaking of Chevy, it's the front three that are made up of that bow tie power. Then you start to look at there at P4, David Berry is, I think, Bud Shearer. He's going to have contact. To 17 involved once again. 45, no. Tyler Myers is in it.
I feel like Tyler Myers has seen enough wrecks tonight to last him a good little while.
Yeah, I mean, he smiles just through everything possible there. He's still smiling. But unfortunately there for, I believe it's Nightmare 23, the Dubby Energy, number 45 there, also involved once again. Running 16th after starting 9th. We'll have to hop on board the number 45 and see what happened, well, at least in his perspective, this caution.
Let's take a look. I think Bud started that one. Oh, Tyler with a big hit there.
Your wrist okay, Tyler?
Give us the thumbs.
So I don't know if Bud just got a little bit too deep into the corner. Here's a bit better look at it. Trying to, oh man, looking 3 wide at the exit of 4. And there's the first bit of contact there, and then I believe that's okay. That's the big picture there. I don't know, Justin, a bump and run kind of maybe gone wrong.
Hey, you know what? To quote Earnhardt, he didn't mean to bump, he just meant to rattle his cage a little bit. Can't forget the old great Earnhardt quote.
Who was that with? Who was he battling? When
Terry.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Terry.
Speaking of Terry, we got Terry tonight? We don't see no Terry, not Terry Stam down there.
Whoa,
but we
Terry?
do have Carrie down in here with us. And Ghost, thank you for letting us know there. So much is going on here behind the scenes, and apologies for it, and thanks for letting us know there. We will get to some green flag running once again. Let us know all what you think of the new graphics package. Thank you, SDK Gaming, coming out with a new 2025 NASCAR ticker for us here, as well as full-on graphics revamp. Let us know if you're liking it more than the last one, as well as who you're rooting on here for tonight.
Ghost is Fitz, by the way.
What'd you say, Justin?
Chuffy. I said Ghost is Fitz.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Fitz. Sorry about your rough
Yeah,
night.
sorry. That's oh, man. You got to feel bad for
Thoughts
Fitz.
and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
Man, look at the front rear quarter panel. You gotta make some pretty heavy contact there to hop off. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing is G-O-N-E gone.
God dang it! I just had another great question to ask you and the racing fans, but I guess we'll let this one cycle out there in the YouTube land, marinate. We'll check back up on the answer. Until that, Justin, here we go. Take us to some green flag racing here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
But here we go, boogity, 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 back to the green flag we go. Brian Humphrey with a good jump there. Going to be able to get out clear that front row. Austin's going to be on the inside. Kyler with a great run coming off of turn 2. You're going to have a momentum as they roll to turns 3 and 4. That middle lane, you can really get a good run off the corner. But man, that inside line, somebody rubs the wall there. Austin all over that back bumper. That number 24 Nitro setup shot machine of Kyler McCarthy. Not going to go away too far. Finally starting to kind of put a little gap right there, but look at this number 19. We haven't really talked about Sean Judson a lot tonight, and here he comes into the picture.
Yeah, Fat Boys Motorsports currently 5th.
Fat Boys!
Also, Dubby Energy up there on the quarter panel there. He has shown some really nice pace, not only tonight, but throughout the race season. How about it? He's got, I believe, a couple wins throughout the season as well. He's right up there with him, number 19. Very nice pace here tonight. And man, how about this battle here for second place once again? Austin Mice, Kyla McCarthy. We're starting to see the cream rise to the top. 2 Stam Studio Network affiliated drivers, 24.97, door to door this time through 2 and 3.
Yeah, and it looks like Austin's going to have the advantage coming off the corner, but Kyler not going to go away. But don't count on that 13 machine. Travis Farmer started off this race in P2 and just slowly picked his way back up here. So don't count that 13. He's got a lot of great speed, but there's that 41 of Mr. Charles. Remember, got involved in an accident or two earlier on in this race, but here he comes. Bounce back really, really solid so far.
Yeah, man, I thought Charles Van Schwick was out of the race earlier with some pretty heavy nose damage, but right now it's not looking like it for that front bumper, or excuse me, the front nose of that 41. If you're looking for some quality die cast as well as custom die cast, you can hit up Charles Van Schwick with that GOAT Racing die cast machine. He continues to slice and dice his way to the front of the pack. Travis Farmer, like you said, Justin, he started up there, up in the second running position. He's showing the short run speed tonight, but right now trying to hang on to these tires for maybe if we do get a little bit longer run. Here comes Charles Van Schwick knocking on the outside. He's going to dive it down there into 2 and 3 this time by. Excuse me, 1 and 2.
They both look like the same thing. I don't blame you. It's close. Boy, they are getting after it here. Battle is seating up. Here comes Mr. Charles. Don't count him out. He's going to stick his nose into this battle for the second position, really, between Kyler and Austin. Looking at the battle here, these front 3 have not pitted yet. From Charles on back, everybody has pitted. So this front group right now, definitely got some wear and tear on the tires. That does not seem to. Here comes Charles looking for the crossover move. Can he get clear? Kyler coming off. Come up the corner. Not going to be able to clear in there, but can he get around through here? Door quarter clear for 41. 24 come back from crossover. No, sir. 41 to P3.
How about Charles Van Schwick? About 36 lap newer tires underneath that number 41 blue oval. GOAT Lives Matter, GOAT Racing diecast machine. Right now, some really nice battles starting to heat up between Sean Judson and Travis Farmer, some drivers we were just talking about here. But really, we're going to start to see the strategy play a factor here tonight. Charles Van Schwick, he used a set earlier on. Looks like we're already lap 65 out of 150. You blink and you miss it. Time flies and you're having fun. Here comes Charles Van Schwick down the outside. That's a move saying something right there. If you're able to find that much speed, not only on the corner entrance, but on the corner apex. It's only a 1 second gap there behind our race leader of league owner, Brian Huntley Jr. Brian, buddy, you better run, you better hide.
Here comes the 41. He is a man on a mission. Thought I heard some tire sliding back there. That really I think the damage helped. That damage may have helped.
All right, well, I normally about now I treat you all to a crank it up and enjoy the sights and sounds on the racetrack, but I don't think it's smart to do just quite yet, because look at that, Justin. Only 2 laps. I mean, 0.2 of a second gained. Call it 0.3 now. Charles Van Schwick continuing. He's got his fishing reel out there. He's just starting to slowly reel it in. He's got Brian Huntley Jr. on the hook.
Here he comes. He is slowly starting to reel him in. Can he get there? Now remember, we still got at least 1 caution for most everybody, or excuse me, 1 pit stop. I mean, most everybody I think can make it, but I know your top 3 right there. Excuse me, Huntley, Austin, and Kyler have not pitted yet, so they've got to make their 1 stop. The thing about Bristol though is you can't afford to go too many laps down and make those back up. So it'll be interesting to see if everybody tries to make this on, the rest of them make it on 1 strategy or 2 strategies here.
I mean, with the tire wear that we're continuing to see, it might not be the tire wear that we saw Saturday night, but it's definite. They're wearing out here. The tire marbles are starting to show up there on the outside line. This inside line is continuing to rubber up more and more. It's time and time again, Charles Van Schwick showing that he has the pace. The newer tires do help, though. Right now, it's like you said, Justin, you got to be a pretty gambling man here to make this pit stop strategy work at Bristol, at least under green. If we do get a caution, of course, that changes everything, knock on wood. But as we're about almost halfway through this race, this battle for the lead is still separated by 0.2 of a second. Don't look now, but Kyler McCarthy, Travis Farmer, David Berry, are all drivers that finished in the top 10 from Darlington a week ago, a track too tough to tame. Bristol, the last great Coliseum. We're continuing to see the cream rise to the top. Charles Van Schwick continues to draw a bead on that race lead.
Oh, yep. The cream is right to the top. Gonna hit that Macho Man impression.
Kerry asking how many cautions are we at? Is it 5, 6? I want to say,
We're gonna go
Kerry.
5. We're gonna say 5, I think.
You can catch the top left graphic on the next caution there, but after this little green flag run here, I'm still knocking on wood, but man, we continue to run green flag. Justin, as we cut live to virtual and onboard driver cams, virtual and live driver cams, how do you make a pass here from Bristol as Kyler McCarthy might have the crossover move here on Austin Mice?
Hey, you set it up off the corner. You got to make sure you got a hell of a run as you come up off the corner. Get to their inside and make them try to fight back. You can get to that inside corner, especially having it coming off, you got it. Or B, you put your nose in the rear end and you move them. That is option B. You rattle the cage, as Earnhardt says. That's the other option. That's about it.
And I mean, we do have race control, just like we do every night here for the Bump and Run Cup Series. But I'm glad I'm up here in the booth producing, commentating instead of some race control, because, man, I'd have the old hands full here tonight. Not only ready for some cautions, but I mean, time and time again, we have side-by-side racing just about throughout the whole pack. I'm not sure what's going on with Austin Mice. He was up there P4 earlier on in the race. Right now, I'm not sure if he's got a front or rear toe link bent, but right now, Austin,
tire going down.
Yeah, he's pretty far off the pace.
Yeah, them tires may be giving out. If you remember, he is not pitted yet, so he is running on those good years that he started this race with.
You see it, bottom right, or sorry, right 3/4, you could call it, of your screen. Van Schwick up there, still about 0.2 of a second between our race leader. The dirty air is definitely, it's becoming a factor here tonight. The clean air is king. Brian Huntley Jr., he's still in the lead, but it's continuing to shrink, although Charles Van Schwick really hasn't been able to do anything with it just yet.
No, and I'm very surprised he has not been able to get here, but here comes one of the other key elements about Bristol. Lap traffic. Does lap traffic play nice? Does lap traffic get in the way? Maybe use them as a pick here to get by. But how well can you get around lap traffic? That's the thing.
Battle for the race lead continuing to heat up between Huntley Jr. and Charles Van Schwick, and this is also a pretty big eye-opener here too, Justin, because just like you said, I am very surprised that well, this is great talking here, because all in the same picture. The 93 Bud Shearer, Tyler Massey, number 17, they started to look side by side. These are they were two of our front runners earlier on in the race. Kerry, that was one thing that you missed earlier on. We had the 93 go for a spin. We had the 17 also up there in the front of the pack, but a little bit of contact on his side earlier on. 17, as a matter of fact, there was more than once, and now our front two race leaders, it's all coming to the strategy here tonight. Brian Huntley Jr. continues to lead. Here comes the lap traffic, as Justin was mentioning, and here comes P2 of Charles Van Schwick after, hounding down our race leader.
Easy, bud. Bud don't say that thing, and he gets in the front. I think Brian Huntley was force-feeding him a Baconator, so he threw up.
Wake and Baconate, Brian. It's time to go here. Bud Shears, he's finally giving way here, but not making it easy, as he almost was on the outside of Charles Van Schwick. 91 down out of 150, still not able to cut to the all crank it up, as this battle for the race lead, it's not only heating up, Justin, it's broiling. It's battling over the edge here tonight, but clean, calm, and cordial.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't had a mix-up or something just yet. Well, they are racing hard, no checkup between either. one of these. They are getting after it day in, day out. Can somebody make a mistake and the other one is pay the advantage? I think right now, if you're really, Brian, you do not look into the rearview mirror. You just keep those eyes forward and keep the hammer down, that's for sure.
Easier said than done. We know how much speed and pace Charles Van Swick has. It's on every single kind of racetrack. It's not only short track, it's not only intermediate, as well as the super speedway. But right now, Charles Van Swick showing that he is damn quick out here on every single track. Still battling it out here for the race lead, but not taking it quite yet. Justin, I think he's, I mean, definitely faster. I wonder if he's just waiting for the right time. I don't know. We've seen him reel him in, but not able to make the pass.
Yeah, he's not able to get by clear just yet. He's really pushing that envelope here, but not able to get to the front just yet. They are passing some cars. How he hasn't checked up yet is beyond me.
So with this being our longest run here tonight, we're starting to see more and more drivers go one lap down. Right now, Mark Berry has the lucky dog position, followed by Daniel Higgins, Tyler Myers, as well as Tyler Massey right now. That is just so big. These drivers that were our fastest out here on track as Charles Van Swick finally battles it out here on the outside for the race lead. We continue to see some arshy-barshy, some back and forth up here as well. Brian Utley Jr. saying, I'm not going anywhere just yet, although that time he's going to have to give it by Charles Van Swick to the race lead.
Yeah, he is not checking up. He's doing everything he can to just kind of keep Charles in sight. Doesn't want to let him get too far away. But he's got to take a pit here in a minute. Y'all know them tires have got to be screaming.
Justin, for maybe somebody who's not here on iRacing too much or just now joining us here on the vertical broadcast stream, first of all, thank you for joining in. But second of all, talk about maybe to what some tire fall off might contribute to here at Bristol Motor Speedway in the next gen, besides, I mean, the obvious, just losing lap time.
A lot of lap time getting lost very quickly.
Man, I think it's the handling of the car as well.
Yeah, it really messes with that handling, and it messes how you hit your marks. Bristol's one of those places that you got to hit your marks just right. You know, it takes you a lap or two if you miss a corner or something like that. It takes you a lap or two to kind of get your rhythm back. And this place is such a rhythm-filled track, so just missing it by a hair, driving it in just a little bit further, and it gets you off your groove. And either, you know, maybe make a position, or maybe, you know, make a night. Honestly and truthfully, it can put you in a bad spot later on in this race.
It'll make you, it'll break you. We've seen it time and time again here tonight from the last great Coliseum. Daniel Higgins continues to run that outside line right now, back up on the lead lap. I'm showing just, oh, wait 1 second. Nope, I take that back. Daniel Higgins shown almost back up on the lead lap. Mark Berry right there in front of him for the lucky dog position. Right now, only up to P9 are still shown out here on the lead lap. And I mean, the closest battle is between Travis Farmer, David Berry, Sean Judson right there. This is Chevrolet leading a Ford Mustang, leading a Toyota Camry. Three different manufacturers going at it. Justin, I think it's time we treat the race fans at what they much well deserved. Go ahead and crank it up. We'll be right back with you here on Sam Studio Network. here, Stam Studio Network. Sean Stam, Justin Yaw up here with you in the booth. You can slowly crank this puppy back down. Justin, how about these different racing lines that are really starting to come in show here? It's not something that we see from short track racing in the next gen too often, but man, these drivers really putting on a show. Sean Judson, he's another driver that just made a pass down that outside, or excuse me, around the outside line.
And he's starting to kind of make some hay here. I mean, Huntley's not too far back there. If you look at it, he's always 0.8 of a second back. He's starting to grow it really bad. I think that tire we're starting to kind of catch up with Huntley. That thing, I said something, that thing felt like a rock. Take it away, Sean.
That's that's what I was going to talk about earlier. Man, I was having some lunch there with the old grandparents out here, and I know that you've always sung the Mayberry song. Man, Stan's not here. No, that sucks. Okay.
I miss Mayberry.
Yeah, I haven't heard that here. I was always, yeah, it sounds good, but we were out at lunch and we heard it as we were munching on some burgers, and it made me laugh till I started crying. I was thinking of you.
It's good song. Rascal Flatts, can't go wrong with it. Great song.
Oh, I didn't know it was right. Okay.
I miss Mayberry. Sitting on the porch, drinking ice cold cherry.
Catchy, huh? Anyways, back out to this battle for the race lead. As you were mentioning, Justin, Charles Van Swick right now, he's got nowhere to go. This is why we're starting to see that gap cut down. Oh, he's going to force his way around the outside line, saying, boys, I know you got the pace, but I got places to be.
Excuse me. Just hit it with that excuse me.
So, I mean, although Charles Van Swick had now passed that lap traffic, it was two different cars. Brian Huntley Jr. now has to do the same exact thing, but I don't know about you, Justin. I tend to, the times I do go down a lap, which is, it depends on the track, but I definitely, if I'm still fighting for some pace, I'm fighting that leader a little bit harder than I would the second place running driver.
I think you drive it until the doors fall off of it.
There you go.
And then you punch somebody. That's just me, though.
Hey, we've seen a couple of it here tonight. Earlier on in the race, we did see, what was it, 6 earlier cautions, but right now, only 10 drivers showing up on the lead lap. Looks like Joe Stipe. The 00 Ford Mustang, other known as Irish. He is a Stam Studio Network member. Joe, I appreciate your monthly contributions to us. He is right now, if a caution does come out, shown in the lucky dog position, does get his lap back. But once again, you blink and you miss it. I mean, this is our closest battle on track. David Berry, Travis Farmer, Philip Brickman. Time flies when you're having fun. Already 24 laps to go.
24 laps to go, and they'll quick off very, very quickly. They are getting after it here. The battle's going to heat up even more as we go around through here. I think Huntley's going to milk this thing. I think he's going to milk this thing till he can't anymore.
Let me ask you, Justin, do you think that Brian Huntley Jr., when did he last? Okay. Brian Huntley and Kyler McCarthy, even though Kyler shot his way to the front of the pack, gaining 11 spots since the drop of the green flag. The graphic isn't lying for once here. Second and third still, they have not pit tonight at 70% fuel. Justin, can they make it to the end of the race, or are they banking on another caution?
I think they're banking on another caution. They're going to really, really push this thing to the end, but how they haven't ran out of gas yet is beyond me.
It's a game of I don't know, ups and downs, cat and mouse, whatever you want to call it here, gambling, if you will. That's pretty much what pit stops are made out of. That's a lot of green for those front 5 running drivers. There you see gaining 11 spots, gaining 4, gaining 11, gaining 13 for David Berry. As a matter of fact, finished, let's see, 3rd place a week ago there down there at Darlington. Some more long run strategy. Only 18 more laps to go. Will we continue to see the long run strategy play dividends here tonight? Or like you said, Justin, I don't know how they're still making it all work, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know how they make it all work or how they stretching this thing, but kudos to them, because I would have had this thing, I'd have done ran out of gas, or I'd have blown a tire. And that's a fact, Jack.
17 more laps to go. Travis Farmer right there in front of Philip Bridgman for P6 and 7. These drivers, I've heard it from up here in the booth and every single onboard driver shots. I mean, time and time again, they're just pedaling these throttle pedals, just waiting for the car to connect there on corner exits, and then getting the gas down. Really not downshifting it, but just a slight touch. It's a slight little breathe onto the brake pedal. How about Van Schwick? He should have the lead all to himself here tonight as we go for a little bit of a blinkage there. It's a 1.6 second gap over Brian Huntley Jr. as Brian still is not taking it to the pits. Kyler McCarthy runs P3, that final driver interview spot.
Well, he's going to do everything he can to try to get to the front there. He's going to try to get back up there, but I think laps are running out, and that's not his friend. They need a caution. They need it bad, but the way these boys and gals are racing right now, I think they're going to be okay to the end. Maybe I didn't just yamitate or curse it. Maybe I did. Maybe. I don't know. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot if you think I did.
I'll tell you, they don't feel comfortable on the field right now, but the drivers that do, it's Charles Van Schwick, Sean Judson, definitely David Berry. David Berry has the most fuel in his car right now, unless it was just a little splash and dash back there on lap 47. Travis Farmer, he falls back to P6. Oh, we got a car around on the track. It's Bud Shear. No caution yet. 10 laps to go. This could change everything. Right now, he's going to get it back down into the pits. Looks like we'll keep things clean, green, and mean. Oh, right in front of Brian Huntley Jr. Or as he goes down one more lap. Oh! That could have been big, Justin.
That could have been big. Could have been bad. Real bad. Well, it wasn't bad, but it could have been bad.
Austin Mice, the number 97 Stam Studio Network Maconi setup shop is into the pits. This is big, ladies and gentlemen, because we believe he was last about that pit stop strategy that Huntley Jr. and McCarthy were on. McCarthy and Huntley Jr. continue to roll. Here it is. They have to show their hand.
Yeah, I think they did everything they could to try to not do it, and I think it just a matter of math, and no matter how much you save, I think there was at least one. Even if you just take fuel here, I think you still got to come in and get it. You're going to run out of some point.
McCarthy is in as well for the number 24 out there to Fort Worth. Unfortunate for him, as like you mentioned earlier on in the race, Justin, if there is any time you want to pit, it's definitely not under yellow. Going to lose about 2, possibly even 3 laps here. Man, Sean Judson, he continues to fight for his right to party there on corner exit, as well as the right rear grip in the number 19 W Energy Toyota Camry, but right up there with him. He's in that second running spot. Believe he's got enough fuel to make it just 4 more laps. Charles Van Schwick, Sean Judson, David Berry, Philip Brigman, Travis Farmer, right now rounding out our top 5 drivers shown on the lead lap.
Yeah, everybody else lap or 2 down. Judson way on back there, but this one right now has been all Charles, Chuck, whatever you want to call him. Goat Lives Matter. Number 41 Ford Mustang has had this one in his pocket from the get-go.
There you see it on that bottom graphic. He not only had it from the get-go, he started back there P12. Charles Van Schwick, how many times have we seen it this season? Slicing, dicing, working his way through the pack. That Sam Studio Network SDK Gaming white flag is out. Anything will go this time by. It looks like Charles Van Swick will put all but 3 drivers down up on the lead lap. Charles Van Swick for the GOAT Lives Racing die-cast machine takes it. That's another victory for the Bump and Run Cup Series for Charles Van Swick. Burn it down, well deserved for the 41.
We're gonna run up, giving the old bump.
The old little bit of bump, little bit of a run. See what I did there?
Aha. Aha. Aha.
Let's give it up for Charles Van Swick. Another race win. Another. I mean, goodness. Where's the gap there? Well, we'll come back to the gap, but strategy calls here tonight. Charles Van Swick knocking. He answers. Congratulations on another race win here as well. We'll cut it down to quick virtual trackside action and then get these virtual driver interviews here for you in just a few moments' time. Thanks, everybody.
Buttery.
Careful on the motor. We need her next week, Charles, down there from New Hampshire. Oh, that'll be a fun one. Could you imagine going from Bristol Motor Speedway with as much banking as here tonight to just a flat short track? No, thank you. But Charles, I bet you he's looking to go back to back. Take a look at some unofficial, official race results up on our screen before we get scrolling to those driver interviews here. Charles Van Swick, how about it? Taking away the race win here tonight. Sean Judson, David Berry, Philip Briggsman, Travis Farmer, Brian Huntley Jr., Mark Berry, Daniel Higgins, Joe Stipe. We've got Kyler McCarthy. I was waiting for that. We'll get to that in a minute. Tyler Myers, Tyler Massey, Austin Mice, Bud Shearer, Robbie Bice, Willie B. Roberts, Stan Mayberry, Cameron Smith running at the top 18. Don't be fooled here, ladies and gentlemen. That was Tyler Massey down there up in the virtual victory lane, but it will be Charles Van Swick who makes his way down there in just a few moments' time. Justin, what a race, what a finish here tonight. Sean Judson, David Berry, and Charles Van Swick. We'll chat with them in a few moments' time. That was a lot of fun to watch, and it all came down to just those last couple of laps. Unfortunately, Brian Huntley Jr. and Kyler McCarthy, not enough fuel to make it down and into victory lane.
Tough way to end the race right there. But how about Charles? Started 12th in this thing and raced his way all the way to the front. Make his way down to victory lane. Great night of racing all around. A couple of cautions right there in the middle, but man, once we got that green flag run, man, we were set for it.
We wait here for Charles Van Swick to find his way up into it. Yep, there you go. It's going to be... Oh, wait. Why's it blocking him?
Got denied.
I think it's down the exit of the Mexican entry there. Okay. Anyways, while we're waiting for Charles Van Swick to find the virtual victory lane, Justin, I'll meet you down there in the broadcast waiting room here on Discord.
Copy.
Charles Van Swick, the Sean Stam live up here in Victory Lane. You got yourself a copy?
Yeah, what's up, man?
All right, we're seeing you find your way and mosey on over to Victory Lane. There you go, found the building. Careful, the incline, and it might bottom out here up on you. Oh, that's what I was, no! Okay, well anyways, Charles, welcome up here to the virtual Victory Lane. How'd you get it done here tonight? Looks like you're a mathematician on our end.
Just took care of my tires. I pitted. You know, I had enough gas. Still got like 19, 20 gallons or 20 laps in the tank. I'll probably burn through it trying to get out of this mess. But yeah, just rolled the bottom and, you know, stayed to the bottom, took care of the tires, rolled the corners, didn't get onto it, made sure I kept the car under me. And then, you know, when I had to pass, I just had a good run, and then I just used the outside, and once they knew I was there, they had to let me go, and unless they wanted to put me up in the wall, and I just, you know, within the next turn and a half, I was by him and back down to the bottom. Just tire conservation here.
To Great segue into the next question, Charles. We saw you make the move for the race lead on the outside. It's really been a bottom feeder track here tonight, but with these newer tires able to make it work, what was going through your mind as you were looking to pass Brian Huntley Jr.?
And I saw he was, he was running a good line, and then I saw towards the end he was starting to drift up a little bit. So I started, making him go up, following his line in and just getting to the bottom, getting a closer run. And then once I saw him commit to the bottom, because he thought I was probably going to, try to go under him, then so I just poked it on the outside. And then, once he, once I got my nose to his quarter, there was really nothing he could do about it at that point, because once you get on the outside with a run, I mean, it is still the preferred lane to pass, I believe, but you can't stay up there running and just chew your tires up.
Charles, congratulations on another race win here in the Bump and Run Cup Series. Who we shouting out to makes it all possible for you, man?
You guys, great broadcast. I love watching them.
Woohoo!
Brian for running the league, the admins for putting it on. For a Bristol race, it was very clean. A lot of wreck avoidance. I think I avoided like 5 or 6 of them in the beginning because I just didn't qualify well. To the guys that were in the chat with me, Will, Cameron, Sean Judson, I'm just gonna call him Philip, and Bud, and if I'm forgetting someone, they'll yell at me when I get back there. But and then obviously to my company, Goat Racing Diecast, go to goatracingdiecast.com, use Goat Racing 23, you get 5% off your entire order, new, used, or new, previously owned collection, customs, apparel, sponsorships, gift cards, the whole 9. You're not going to find diecast cheaper anywhere else, so just come check me out. If you have any questions or want to work out a side deal for multiples, I'm always there. Just hit the Facebook up and hit the messenger, and it goes to me. And I have one technical employee, he's out in Phoenix, that deals with the West Coast stuff, so he helps me out there. So
and prices that cannot be beat, quality that cannot be beat as well, pace that cannot be beat out of the 41 tonight. Congratulations, Charles Van Swick. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your night. I'm going to kick this down to Justin Yaw, the Yamentator, who's caught up with Sean Judson, our P2 finisher. Thanks, Charles.
thank you.
Yes, sir. Sean, you got a copy, buddy?
I got you. How you doing tonight?
Good, brother. Good, brother. Hey, appreciate you racing with us each and every week. Good run tonight here for this Toyota Camry. You think you really had anything for Mr. Charles there towards the end, or was it just kind of survive and bring this thing home in P2?
I don't think anybody ever has anything for Chuck. I call him an alien, but I think second was about the best I was going to get once he got out in clean air. I just got stuck behind traffic for too long and took too long to get around him to even stay with him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he gets out there and he was gone. Now, Sean, you carried a lot of momentum in from last week. Do you take what's kind of the high you take away from tonight?
Feeling good because I don't normally run super well in the next gens here at Bristol. So to be able to finish, top 2 feels pretty good.
Most definitely. Well, Sean, you got anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
You guys, again, like Chuck said, you guys put on an awesome broadcast. Love watching the races back afterwards. My team, Fat Boys Motorsports, Coverbridge Racing, W Energy, Juddy Designs, Robilis Photography, Brian and the admins for doing the league, and my buddies AJ, Scott, Cole, Mike, who helped me get faster.
Most definitely. Well, man, we appreciate you each and every week racing with us, Sean, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Yes, sir. I'll be there.
All right, I'm going to kick it back to Mr. Sean Stammons. I believe he is caught up with Mr. Berry.
Hey, David, the Sean Stam live up here in the Top 3 Drivers broadcast booth. You got yourself a copy.
Yeah, I do. How you doing tonight?
Doing great, man, David, especially after watching you put on a show for the fans. Started back there, I believe it was, 18th, gained 15 positions. Back-to-back P3 finishes for you. What's going through your mind as you take away some pretty nice points from 2 weeks back-to-back?
Yeah, I mean it's been a couple of good races for sure. I mean tonight was all about being patient, finding the right times to pass. I mean, all patience. So pitting at the right time. I didn't expect that long green flag, to be honest with you. So I'm glad I pitted when I did, and knowing that it gave us kind of an advantage. I knew there wasn't no catching Charles. He was on a rail. I knew he was fast. Me and Sean battled for a good while there, and it's just been it was just a good race. He got me back and checked out on me, so I didn't have that for him.
A lot of fun to watch, David. You put it all out here on the track, and nice strategy call there. Good finish P3. Is there anybody you'd like to thank or shout out here for you tonight, as well as man, that pace? It was looking pretty good here tonight from the high banks of Bristol.
Yeah, I want to thank Brian, the admins, Willie B, Mark, my brother, which he got a 7th, so it was a good recovery from being wrecked, or getting involved in a wreck, I should say. And so, yeah, just thank the broadcast booth. You know, you guys do a great job. I can't wait to go back and listen to it again. And just hopefully we'll catch you again next week.
Thank you so much, David. That goes a long way back there behind the scenes. And have a great rest of your night, man.
Thank you. You guys too.
Justin, you got anything else here for us tonight? Is there anything that you'd like to take away here from Bristol, the last great Coliseum?
I don't. Last time we'll be at Bristol for the year, so RIP. See you next time. Another great race. Looking forward to next week and getting to do it all again, Sean.
Thanks for joining us, Justin. Thank you all for joining us down there in Stam Studio Network. A couple audio issues earlier on in the race, but got them squared away, I do believe, hopefully so. Not apologies there. We'll get them squared away for tomorrow night. Same track, Full Throttle Performance, next gen at Sim Series at Bristol. And then what is it next? Yep, all the way back. It cycles back around till Sunday night, and then back to Tuesday nights, back around the Bump and Run Cup Series. Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. And until next time, Stam Studio Network, have a great rest of your night.